So now that we've actually got food, how does everybody love the food? Yeah. I've heard one person being like, oh, I love the food. It's the best food. I'm like, I gotta eat my food. Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. Aloha, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's great to see everyone. It really is. It really is. And if I had a drink, I'd say everybody can toast with me and say, Nasa Sana Ave, everybody. And one other one, and Dobre Veche. Good evening and welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Baki, for this place and the great food. And as I've said to people before, if you'd actually ordered food for a meal, there's a big old stack of books from poetry and collection books and things from all around the country and other stuff, if you would like to pick out a book. Because I totally think the food's worth it without it, but, you know, you can have that if you'd like. We've got a great, great, great feature tonight. Oh, and he's got the whole posse and instruments and everything here. So, see, what, me? What? I know, he's like, I'm eating, I can't say anything, so I'll say in advance, Esteban Colon. I'm looking so forward to his feature. Oh my God, no kidding. Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. So I was going to read something to get me out of the way here before I start an open mic thing. This book, Chapter 38, this is Volume 2. It used to be released as an ISBN number through my literary magazine, cc&d, but it's just gotten an ISBN number. Blah, 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 so it can be available at places like Amazon and all that stuff. So I tried to find something from the back that you haven't heard, and this one is called A Woman Talking About Her Rapist Friend. He was my friend, and we had been through a lot together, our psychological ups and downs, but he mixed drinks exceptionally well at his college frat parties, and his ice blue eyes always spoke the truth to me. It's amazing to think that the only reason we ever met was because one day he happened to wear a turtleneck that perfectly matched his eyes, and I just had to tell him. I don't know why he put up with my mood swings, with my self-destructive social life and my man-hating. Normally, he didn't care about women, never gave their opinions much thought, just tried to get them drunk at parties. Maybe he knew that, and that's why he listened to me. Then for a few years, our friendship drifted. We didn't see each other much, and I heard through the grapevine that he was failing in school. Then one day, out of the blue, he comes over and he has two black eyes. And he says to me that when he was in his parking garage, two guys came over and beat him up. And one of them said, "You raped my girlfriend." And then he looked at me and he said, and you know, looking back, he was right. I raped her. And I know that he wanted sympathy. He wanted to hear me say something, but I couldn't. A part of me wanted to hate him. A part of me wanted to think that if he was my friend, I should be condoning what he did. And a part of me thought that our friendship made him realize what he actually had done. I tried to be there for him. I wasn't much good at it. Eventually, he moved away. I didn't try to lose touch with him. But it's just that a part of me is still trying to figure out if I can be his friend. Sometimes you just lose touch with someone, and that's all you can do. I know, strange pieces. Oh, yay, Rapist friend. What do you say, Bill? And just to try to lighten that up, cc&d magazine, that I'm the editor for, came out in July, and it actually came out also not only as an ISSN number, but it actually came out as an ISBN number book as well. So I'm just picking somebody's piece from here, and this is Julie Kovacs, who wrote the poem, When Daddy Comes Around. He is never around when the children need to be driven to school, soccer practice, or recital. He's not even around when child support payments need to be made. The only time he is around is when he wants to play baseball or football with his son, or pretend that his little daughter is a princess dressed up in her mother's wedding dress and high heels. How do you know when he comes around? Just look for the guy who shows up at the front door wearing mouse ears and holding a football under his arm with a big silly grin that could get him promoted from kindergarten to first grade. Julie Kovacs.